This teleport will allow you a one and done angle on the enemy if they're peeking sight from B main. Teleporting up here before the round starts will give you an advantage on the enemies shift walking to peek the corner or trying to grab the orb. A good way to take mid control with Omen is to teleport behind the box in middle. All you have to do is line your crosshair slightly above the left side of the box. This effectively gives you an angle to peek into ramen or hold for a mid push. A good smoke for Omen to throw into middle is a one-way smoke that lands on top of the middle box. Line up the smoke indicator on top of the middle part of the box and make sure there's a green triangle and then throw the smoke. This effectively gives you a one-way where the enemy cannot see you, but you can see them. A good one-way smoke for Omen defending A starts in screens. To achieve this smoke lineup, you want to make sure the tiny smoke orb is touching the edge of the wall. Next step is to make sure only the bottom part of the big orb is inside the ground. Once it lands, you should have a clear one-way angle over the enemy, but keep in mind that if they go too far to your right, they will begin to see you. A good one-way smoke from vent is to peek out and ping in the corner of the wall in front of ramen. Once pinged, go behind the wall for cover and then line up your smoke with the ping. This smoke is incredibly useful at the beginning of rounds, when enemies are trying to peek vent from ramen for info or to get a frag.
Cover going out.
A good way to get mid control early on attack ascent as Omen is to go mid con at the start of the round and using your minimap, line up your flashbang to hit mid or mark it, and then push into mid with your team taking control of the map.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling. Shadows traveling. Cover going out. Cover going out. Cover going out. Cover going out. out.
A good trick to use to confuse the enemy team and help your teammates take sight is to use your utility to get into heaven. To start this off, stay behind cover so the enemy can't peek you, then smoke the right side of the triple box on sight and also smoke heaven, but make sure it's right on the edge. Then shift walk up so the enemy doesn't hear you running, and be careful of the exposed angle. Then teleport into the first smoke, then immediately into the second smoke. Your enemy will know you're heaven at this point, or at least suspect it, so be careful. But while you're clearing heaven, your team should have a lot higher odds of taking sight since the enemy focus will be split. A good advanced play on bind for Omen that will confuse your opponents and cause an early rotate starts with making sure Garden on B is smoked. You can smoke this yourself or play around the enemy utility, whatever falls in your favor the most. Once this is smoked, you want to fake teleport through the teleporter twice, giving the enemy the impression that two people from your team is teleported. Then you want to run through the teleporter again without fake teleporting, so that way they know for a fact at least one person truly teleported, allowing the first two fake ones to be more believable. Once here, you can choose to teleport a fourth time by using your ultimate to get back to the other side of the map. Make sure your teleport is out of sound range by using the circle indicator. With this additional teleport, the enemy team should all be rotated and expecting a hard A execute, which you can sell by yourself, allowing the rest of your team with the bomb to take B for free. This smoke and teleport combo will allow you to get into elbow without any trouble from the enemy team on site. To start this off, make sure you smoke the front of garden and smoke the front of elbow. This will allow your teleports to be concealed and allow you to do them while minimizing your risk of dying.
Cover going out.
You want to teleport twice, once into the first smoke and then again into the second. Then you can simply walk out of the smoke into elbow. This is most useful if you're lurking or trying to get a pick to open the site for your team. If A side is heavily contested and your teammates are working B and you need to rotate quick, throw down two smokes in front of the teleporter, blocking all angles from A side. Once the smokes are down, shift walk up to the teleporter so you don't give away what you're doing, then teleport. This will give you the quickest access to a B rotate. If A side is heavily contested and your teammates are working B and you need to rotate quick, throw down two smokes in front of the teleporter, blocking all angles from A side. Once the smokes are down, shift walk up to the teleporter so you don't give away what you're doing, then teleport. This will give you the quickest access to a B rotate.
Cover going out. 5 dead. Cover going out. Cover going out. It is finished.
This flash is good for clearing out the entirety of bathroom from this angle. At the beginning of rounds, or when you're confident there's someone outside bathroom, shift walk in and then teleport into the corner of the bathroom. Once in the corner, look at your map and angle your flash so it blinds every single angle right outside bathroom.
Snuff them out. Cover going out. Ends for now. Shadows traveling. Ends for now. Shadows traveling.
This is a good flash that hits both A site and A heaven. Behind the wall on long, ping the right side of A heaven and then aim slightly to the left. Make sure the map indicator is lined up correctly and throw your flash. This is perfect for an A rush from long. This is a good flash you can do from A short that hits both heaven and sight. Once you get into this corner, ping the corner of heaven and line your crosshair up with the text on the ping. Throwing your flash at this angle will hit both sight and heaven, allowing your teammates to push through and take control of sight.
Cover going out. It is finished. Cover going out.
Thrifty.
This is a good flash to blind both tunnel and garage window from C long. Position yourself into the cubby and use your map indicator to hit both the common tunnel angle and the window angle. This will help your teammates take garage control and split C. This flash is good for clearing the entire right side of C site, allowing your teammates to take control of it. Once you're in the cubby, line up your map indicator with the tunnel entrance on the right and then throw your flash. This is a good flash to blind A main and halt an A main rush. This is especially useful on an eco round when the chances of an A main rush are extremely high. Line yourself up at the door in A link and line up your map indicator with the middle of A main. When throwing this flash, your teammates can peek and get free kills. Just be careful not to blind your teammate on A short.
Cover going out.
Thrifty.
Shadows traveling. Five dead. Cover going out. Cover going out.
This flash is good for blinding your enemies that try and peek you with an op or stopping a C rush from C long. At the beginning of the round, get close to the wall and point your flash so that the map indicator is slightly bent and reaching the archway of C lobby.
Cover going out.
Thrifty.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling. Cover going out. Cover going out. I did it. Cover going out.
A good flash you can do to blind B heaven while rushing into B site starts in B main. While shift walking towards the entrance to B site, line up your flash slightly above the box in B main and make sure the indicator on the map gets the entire exposed wall in B heaven. Throw your flash as your team is rushing B site and you should not have to worry about heaven while executing. If you want to blind B heaven without exposing yourself and allow your team to take B heaven control, then go into Ramen and angle your paranoia so that it gets the entire front side of B heaven. Once your team says they're ready, throw your paranoia and then it should hit right as your team is going up the stairs, allowing your team to get the jump on the enemy while they're blind. A good flash you can do to assist your teammates going for an A execute begins in sewers. Once in sewers, line your map indicator up with the top of ramp and throw your flash. This will flash anyone holding the angle on A main from ramp and allow your team to take control of ramp or site without taking an early fight. If you've been spotted or need to cross A ramp without being seen, then use your shrouded step and get into this corner. From this corner, you can surprise your enemy by getting a different angle on them. You can teleport from A site to A rafter by placing your crosshair directly above it. This allows you to get the advantage on an enemy coming into sight if they may have previously spotted you. If you've been peeking A main or you hear a rush coming, teleport behind this box under heaven. The enemy will hear you teleport, but it is unlikely that they're going to check this box. Keep in mind though, this is a one and done spot, meaning you're most likely going to get one kill before your death. A good teleport on B for Omen is to teleport into the B main corner. This teleport allows you to get the drop on enemies at the beginning of the round. If the enemy is rushing into B heaven and you need to assist your teammate quickly, teleport up onto the B rafter and peek the corner, giving yourself the best angle to stop the push. If you're peeking B main and you get spotted, you can teleport onto this box to gain a vertical advantage and alternate angle on your enemy. This is a perfect counter for a B rush.